Are you there? Baby, are you there?
So what's up, guys? I was over at a buddy's house and I was walking up the stairs and noticed he had the 4-Hour Workweek on his bookshelf, and that reminded me I've been meaning to do a little rant video on this book for a long time, and then I decided maybe I should write out a little blog post / essay as an experiment. So I'm going to read that for you now. But first of all, for those people who don't know what the 4-Hour Workweek is, it's called The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. Escape 9 to 5, live anywhere, and join the new rich. This is known as the Bible amongst a lot of traveling entrepreneurs, and I'm just going to read the back cover for you. This is a step-by-step guide to luxury lifestyle design. It's a little bit corny, okay, but stay with me. How Tim went from $40,000 per year and 80 hours per week to $40,000 per month and 4 hours per week. How to outsource your life to overseas virtual assistants for $5 per hour and do whatever you want. How blue chip escape artists travel the world without quitting their jobs. How to eliminate 50% of your work in 48 hours using the principles of a forgotten Italian economist. How to trade a long-haul career to short work bursts and frequent mini retirements. Okay, this new expanded edition includes more than 50 practical tips and case studies from readers, real-world templates you can copy, lifestyle design principles, latest tools and tricks, as well as high-tech shortcuts, blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, now let me read you my little rant about the 4-Hour Workweek, because it's basically my life. The first point I wanted to get across and clear up is that the 4-Hour Workweek is not a literal title, because that's the most common thing I hear people say. It's a figure of speech, people. Nobody works 4 hours per week. If your definition of work is, let's say, being productive. The point of the book is to try to spend more time doing the things you do enjoy and less time doing the things you don't enjoy. Period. What if it were called the 4-Day Work Week? Would that sound a little bit more reasonable and attainable? Just pretend it's called the 4-Day Work Week, because long story short, in many weeks, in these last couple years, I only worked 4 days a week. Work meaning spending time on my laptop. So obviously, a big part of the book is using technology to help with that. The big message is, hey guys, we live in the 21st century. We should maybe think about taking advantage of technology / the internet to make our lives better / more fulfilling / more exciting, etc., etc. A common thing I hear people say is, let's say it's a random traveler or something. Of course, they don't have an online business. Well, Tim Ferriss is working a lot more than 4 hours a week these days, haha. And that brings up the question, what is the definition of work? Some people might say, work is something that you don't like doing over and over again. So let's go with that definition. So in that case, Tim Ferriss is probably only doing a few hours of work per week, doing work that he hates, busy work. But podcasting, writing, focusing on health, making videos, teaching, this is the stuff he likes doing, the things he's into. So that's not considered work in this definition. Now, of course, I'm biased. I'm the biggest 4-Hour Workweek fan ever. I made an Instagram page called the 4-Hour Mindset, even, where I post quotes from the book. And the book is actually even known as the Bible amongst traveling location independent entrepreneurs. It's like the Bible. Everyone calls it the Bible. It's hilarious. So for people who don't know, here are a few quick main key themes for the book, and I'm obviously trying to keep it short. Just a few main themes. 1, use the internet to free up your time and try to automate your business a bit so you can have more time to focus on the things you like doing. 2, time versus money. Let's say you outsource a certain task that you don't like doing over and over. Let's say it cuts into your margin a big chunk, but it frees you hours per day. What is that time worth to you? 3. There's a chapter where Tim Ferriss talks about happiness. He argues that when people say, I just want to be happy, that what they are really talking about is excitement. Everyone wants to have excitement in their life. So with that philosophy, he argues that we should travel the world, see new cultures, and learn interesting skills, aka do interesting, exciting shit, aka YOLO. Tim Ferriss is a big student of philosophy, so this book is more of a philosophy book, not necessarily to be taken literally. It's just showing what some people are doing, what is possible in the 21st century. One example is when a friend recently told me that he put the book down when he read the story about the husband outsourcing writing a letter to his wife. This is case in point. The stories in this book are just to show you what can be possible with technology and outsourcing these days. They are lifestyle experiments. He's not saying that this is the way to go or you should outsource every little thing and do nothing yourself. At the end of the day, this book is a story about a Silicon Valley startup entrepreneur who got tired with the grind, left to another country, and realized he could still start up / run his company successfully remotely from his laptop, and started doing interesting shit at the same time. For example, studying Japanese in Japan, learning salsa dancing in Argentina, and eventually starting a podcast, interviewing interesting people, etc., etc. So, flash forward to my story to tie it all together for people that don't know me yet or who are just curious by this point. Like so many people who are bitten by the travel bug / the exotic lifestyle bug and stumble on the 4-hour work week like us and see it as a way to fulfill that dream of long-term travel, of course, you can get excited. Yes, I am biased because I do work from my laptop nowadays, but honestly, I don't see any better way to long-term travel other than having an online business / working from a laptop remotely, especially when you're young and you don't have any other investments. So when my best friend and I got into the 4-hour work week after a short vacation to Thailand and bitten by the travel bug, we decided to make this book our assignment. Tim Ferriss was our professor, and we were going to do his assignment in the book. Just do what he says to do. I know it sounds corny, but we've all done so many projects for our professors in college. Why not do one more? One that could have potential to give us freedom of location for the rest of our lives, so we can have freedom to travel whenever. And that was our main goal after all. So, yeah. So, I am pretty proud to say over the last 2.5 years since we quit our corporate jobs and decided to move to Thailand and figure out an online business, that this last year, I would say, and of course there's no end goal here, but that we may have actually completed that assignment. Living the 4-hour work week doesn't mean that you're only on your laptop 4 hours a week, week in, week out, month in, month out. But there was a time that I realized last year when we went on a 1-month backpacking trip around East Africa, Kenya and Zanzibar, that I was spending about 1 day per week, 1 hour per day on my laptop doing business related things for about 4 days a week during that whole month. That's when I realized. And of course, our e-commerce business kept running as usual while focusing all of our time on the things we enjoy doing. Travel, exploring new places and cultures, being with your best friends, recording, making videos, sharing, as we say, creating and being real. Hashtag create and be real. That's what living the 4-hour work week is about to me. Now, of course, quitting your job and doing it independent style / freelance style / starting an online business is not easy. There will be failures along the way. Our first few online projects failed, and yours might too. That's how businesses go. Most fail. But to us, it was worth a try. If you don't try, you will never make it. I know it sounds corny. So let's say our business completely failed after a year, Well, in that case, to us, we still had an awesome year abroad in Thailand, living the exotic lifestyle on our own time. So there's my rant. This rant that I just did is like 4 years in the making. So if you want me to do a little more nuggets of wisdom for the 4-hour work week, sure, I'm happy to. Like I said, I created the freaking Instagram page 4-hour work week quotes. Like, I know I'm kind of on this book's nuts. I'm kind of jocking it, but some books you really resonate with, and you just take it and you make it a reality. There's case studies in this book of people who read the original version back in 2007. This has been around for a while. 10 years, the 10th year anniversary. So here's my tribute to it. Obviously, thanks Tim Ferriss for opening the philosophical business minds of so many people around the world. And one little tidbit, because I get questions all the time about this lifestyle from people all around the world, is there's a lot of people that work remotely around the world. A lot of people that are silently doing it, working in cafes, on beaches or cities all around the world, whether more affordable countries like Southeast Asia, like where we're starting, or around Europe, just traveling. There's so many traveler friends that I've met now that are just doing it quietly. Not everyone is blogging about it, so it's not that crazy. A lot of people work remotely and do this. So if you're watching this, you probably have some sort of travel goal in the future. So you're probably trying to do something like this. So I just want to let everyone know it's not that crazy. There's thousands and tens of thousands of expats living around the world with one of these things. Shout out to CrossFit Chiang Mai, just doing it. So hey, and also everyone that has been subscribed for the last 2 years. It's almost 2-year anniversary of uploading to YouTube regularly. So thank you. Crazy, absolutely crazy. I'm gonna be back in Thailand, around Southeast Asia next month. If you're out there, hit me up. But I don't see any time soon that we're going to stop traveling. We're still new at traveling, so we're still on a travel high. Of course, we're going to keep it going as we build our business as we go. Just visiting home in Seattle here for the summer. And last notes, I used to be, just 4 summers ago, walking around residential neighborhoods like this, going door to door selling Comcast internet, and that was my job. I did it during summer colleges and did it corporately for a couple of years, corporate sales. So if you can relate to the corporate sales thing, save up your money. That's what we did, and we went for it. So namaste. See you guys around the world. Thank you for your comments and everything for our work week. That's what I gotta say about it. Peace. It's a real thing, me not pretend. Steady whipping around town in the Benz, oh girl. You got me sitting on the bench. You know I've been calling. You don't wanna answer me. Baby, I've been calling. You don't wanna answer me. Yeah, baby, I've been calling.